been 2 weeks since we came to Singapore from Kazakhstan, and one thing that we noticed was that elderly people are everywhere. And this is not something that we were used to in our home country, because here all the elderly people are just walking, cycling, having a good time, interacting in different social activities. And one obvious question that we asked was, is this culture or is this a policy? While trying to answer to this question, we realized that Singapore is one of the fastest aging societies in the world. So 1 in 5 Singaporeans is 65 years old or above. But by 2030, it will be 1 in 4 people. And Kazakhstan, the median age for our population is about 31 years old, which is why we think that we are a young country. However, about 8 to 9% of the population is 65 years old and above. According to the UN standards, we are already an aged society because we crossed the threshold of 7%. And this trend will only accelerate because by 2050, the proportion of the elderly population will only double.
And underneath everything we saw, there was a single principle. It is to help older people help themselves. That principle is written into formal policy and built up over the years. In 2015, Singapore launched the Action Plan for Successful Aging, organized around care, contribution, and connectedness. In 2023, it was expanded into Age Well SG jointly by the Ministries of Health, National Development, and Transport. And from 2026, it scales into Age Well neighborhoods. Here is what it looks like on the ground.
Them to understand what is possible at home.
Under Enhancement for Active Seniors, the government subsidizes grab bars, sleep-resistant floors, widened toilet entrances. Households pay a little as 5% of the cost. Since 2012, over 340,000 have taken it up. At Lions Befrienders, we were shown how a senior's home can be equipped. Bathroom sink that adjusts its height at the press of a button so a resident in a wheelchair can use it independently. Anti-slope flooring, bars beside the bed for standing ups. There are also sensors that detect a fall. Systems that learn residents' normal movement pattern, how long they spend moving, how long in each room, and flag when it changes or when someone begins waking more often at nights. Sensors tracking heart rate and blood pressure to support early diagnosis. Notice the logic. None of this waits for a crisis. It detects decline before the emergency. This also reflects continuity. Parks, housing, and health monitoring are managed as part of a single policy direction, coordinated across ministers and maintained over several decades. Singapore's national target is that every household should be within a 10-minute walk of a park by 2030, so daily movement becomes ordinary rather than exceptional. A broader lesson is that Singapore plans for demographic change before it arrives, rather than responding to it once it has.
I'm Andy.
Andy?
Yeah.
Okay, how old are you?
74 exactly.
74, wow.
I love walking.
Mm-hmm. And do you
In
think
Singaporean, we believe in that.
in walking?
Yeah, we believe in walking. About 10,000 steps.
10,000 steps?
Yeah,
Wow,
about
impressive.
that. Yes.
Or
Of Singapore government, yes. We have what you call this kind of apps on the watch on. I don't have, but the number of steps that you do walking, you drop to a certain numbers, then you can change what you call that into dollars and for buying things. Now you can go for a restaurant or this and that. It's just a point system. Yes, we do have this kind of thing. We have so many.
Have you been there? Have you participated in their activities?
Oh yeah, we go for swimming, do the exercise.
Always free, yes?
It's all free.
Ой, бәлем, түгі кетіп қалады көбі. Кейбіреулер жүр, басқа ұлттар спокойно, өйткені енді олар біздің қазақтар немере бағай отыр, шешең отыр ғой әлі.
Singapore's real lesson is that healthy aging is a governance problem, not a healthcare one. Kazakhstan has the centers, but what it lacks is the coordination between them. Here are the recommendations that we propose. First, a whole of government framework, which would combine health, housing, transport sectors, making sure that they have shared objectives. Second, prevention instead of reaction. So primary care should screen routinely for fall risk, cognitive decline, and isolation, so that intervention is possible before hospitalization. Lastly, healthy aging is an urban policy goal, which means that local governments should be judged by whether neighborhoods stay accessible and walkable. We do not need to copy Singapore's institution. What we need are the principles: prevention, coordination, and evidence.